Happy Saturday, everyone. My name is Edward Van Mans. I am joined with
Outer
Outer Orange.
Orange. Oh,
Oh my
hi.
God. Outer Orange is joining us here for our D Standard tournament today. Are you excited? We're going to have a huge day of Vanguard.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
All right. Um, today we have 12 players signed up. So we'll be playing 4 rounds, cutting the top four. Swiss rounds is going to be best of one, and then top four we'll be playing it out tomorrow. Um, Anything you're excited to see? Anything that you think people are going to bring today?
I personally, as a Zorga player, am really excited to see some Zorga matchups if we get to see them today. Next would just be interesting to see how like the top cut's gonna be. Seeing Bruce would be interesting. I do enjoy the deck or anything spicy. I want to see something unique, something that's a little out there.
Oh, that was the most unique thing we can see. Eugene is a fan favorite. Maybe Anchor Chain Dragon. Is that the one with the?
There's the 18K base one, and then there's the double Alchemagic one. So there's
Yeah.
Resentment Dragon as well.
Oh
See
my
Hexa
goodness.
Orb with some spice would be also interesting to see. I see some people like to throw in like Bastion support into Hexa Orb or PDB.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Orange. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm just hoping everybody plays meta. You know, end the game, turn three, double crit, maybe an over trigger in there, and then just keep it moving to
Just
day
close it
two.
out.
Just close it out, keep it going to day two. Interesting thing today. Obviously prizing. We're cutting the top four. We do have prizing from Maturino, but first place does get a box of a Brush with Legends shipped to them. Um, so that is exciting. As far as like Maturino, for those of you guys don't know, it's a website you can help with the prize pool. Obviously, sign up. You get all our information. We have like exclamation point tournament. If you want to know more about the tournament, just sign up for yourself in chat. Obviously, you can follow around with the bracket as well. We have the exclamation point bracket for that. And then if you want to know more about Maturino, we'll kind of explain a little bit more later on. But we have the exclamation point Maturino as well. I know we have a few no names. Living Proof is playing today. Uh, Proof himself.
Yeah, it's nice to see him join the tournament.
I know the usually a fan favorite. Proof. I can't really say what he's playing, but I think a lot of people will be surprised. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Okay,
Proof
in the
is
chat,
known for
Magnolia's
Bruce, so
Supremacy. Yeah, he is no Bruce. I mean, Setu obviously gave Bruce a lot of power with Leonard, and then full dive as well, making some huge columns, the opportunity to get multiple attacks going off. Set two wise orange. What are you playing currently?
I'm playing Zorga right now, just going full beast mode in my Zorga plays. I've been doing pretty well with it so far. I kind of have a little bit an untraditional list where I mainly focus on only three orders and only three orders. I don't really play the toolbox end, but that's been kind of my main splash of fun. What about you?
Oh, I don't like having fun, so I play Bruce.
What do you mean? Bruce is fun.
Um, but like, there's there's a lot of like interesting decks. Like Nirvana, I actually believe is better than a lot of people give it a chance.
100% agree.
Um, Magnolia needs some work. Unfortunately, that's what I was playing set one, and I was having a lot of fun with. And then obviously Bastion. Bastion still kind of can explode out of nowhere, so there's a lot of options to go with. But yeah, my side, I don't like having fun. I don't like my opponents having fun, so I'll just play Bruce and kind of be done in a few turns, and then move on to the next game. You know?
I think Bruce with its souling in, souling out, it's actually a pretty fun mechanic. It's actually the another deck I thought about picking up, but I've just been so circled around Zorka, I haven't really had a chance to. But I think Bruce is actually fun because you're sucking in, you're sucking out, and I think that mechanic, that little pale moon touch to it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, no, I get it. I mean, Zorga, he has like the really expensive Gucci hoodie. He has his abs out. Like, I get it. Why Zorga's favored more than Bruce. Bruce is just kind of like a big football player. You're like, oh, whatever. But all right, Chad. Super D Dragons like Nirvana good, but Prison shuts it down. I mean, I get that. Um, as far as Prison, you get 2 units off of one with the overdress. if it's overdressed. But I mean, you never know. I mean, what happens if Irina just checks the over trigger on turn one, and then you're getting caught with like 2 counter blasts for like 43 on the rear guards on top of that.
Plus, I mean, you can play it out smart. You can be more cautious of seeing people just keep the tricksters in the back, and they don't overdress until the opponent's about like 4 or 5 damage, and then they start pushing. So if you play it out smart, I mean, the matchup isn't as terrible as it may seem.
Oh yeah, just leave the trickstars right there. They can't be targeted.
Yeah, I seriously had someone had 3 out on the board during locals. They had a trickster, a trickster, a trickster. They even had a trickster in the front, and I was like, "What is going on right here? What is this?"
And then just swing Vanguard. No, I get it. I mean, there are ways around it. You never know. But like I said, what are your feelings on over trigger so far? I mean, we've had mixed, I guess, feelings from the community.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't mind over triggers that much in set 1. In set 2, they feel kind of even more annoying to me. Personally, I have literally been shut down from taking first place with Zorga because an Orphis player just over triggers me and I just die because I'm not holding enough PGs. And I feel like that's kind of the biggest issue. I'm waiting for Overdress to come out with some way to counteract an over trigger. And that's kind of where I'll start feeling a little bit more comfortable. Because like every game I go into, I'm always like, all right, is this the game where I get triple critted and I lose because I'm not holding a PG in time? Or is this game gonna be normal where we just defensively check ours? And I think that's like the biggest issue with over triggers, that it's so hard to come back when you get over triggered on offensively, that I personally don't like that aspect of it. But I like the aspect of over triggers in general, as it adds a lot more flair and fun to the game overall. And just interesting to see like another trigger kind of come out in a new format. But that's personally how I feel. I'm kind of like weird. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I prefer not to see it, but I'm not like in the it should be banned zone, but I'm almost there, especially with set 2 and making triggers even more important. Hitting triggers, I feel like, matters so much more in set 2 than they did in set 1. But that's just personal opinion.
Right. No, I get it. You know what it is? They did get an answer in set 3. It's greed on. You can't die at 6 if you have to get killed at 7. You know, that's the answer. Everyone play greed on, and then you'll be fine.
Agree. I was thinking about that too.
You have 7.
Exactly, and then they can't heal back.
You get more opportunities to heal.
Yep.
But then on the other end, on the flip end, you can't say your opponent healed on 6 either, because
you
technically don't die. But what I want to get into is we're gonna go ahead and switch into. Well, let's segue into the one thing. We are gonna raffle off some stuff today. We are gonna raffle off the 2 boys, Donji and Yu's trial decks. Which one's your favorite? If you had to choose between you.
My favorite, I would say, probably going to be the UU deck, because that's the deck I started with, and
okay, I dig it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Nirvana during trial deck phase, before we even got set 1, I was having the time of my life. I was like, this deck is so fun.
It's like kind of like when Greed Chronicle first came out, and you're like, oh, I'm doing stuff I didn't do before. So I think that's what it is. I think it's like, oh man, this wasn't here before. Kind of again, like you're like, all right, this is awesome. So I agree with you. But you just have to type in chat. You just have to type in raffle, and then you'll be able to enter, and then hopefully you can get one, and then also message the channel. Just PM us. We'll get back to you, and we'll make sure that gets out to you. But let's switch over to Matcherino. We got a short video with the homie Franz that we're going to play. Just kind of explain what Matcherino is and how you can help out not only the people playing, and then hopefully in the future you're playing too.
Is it exclamation mark raffle, by the way? Or just raffle? Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just asking.
Let's go ahead and transition now into that.
Has everything you need from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Google, Facebook, Discord, even Line. After that, you're essentially in. You got your account set up. Now, what next, Franz? What do you want me to do next? Well, you can support our tournaments. there will be a prize pool that you contribute to. You can also claim codes. Each claim code is 25 cents into the prize pool. You get 50 codes for that. If you get all 50, that's $12.50 that you've added to the prize pool of the tournament without doing anything, without any cost to anyone. Now, if you would like to directly contribute to these tournaments, there is a direct contribution section for you. You can put as much as you want in there. Be our guest. Now, moving on to Marketplace. There are so many things that we can do with this. We can do Discord roles. We can do merch coming soon. We can do sleeves, mats, any apparel, anything like that you can imagine. All of these will have specific values that you can buy them for, and those values you can also get extra bonuses that'll go to our prize pool. You can buy a shirt for $10, $15, and you can contribute $5, $10 to the tournament while you're at it. And all that at zero extra cost to you. That money just goes from your purchase directly into the prize pool. Super cool stuff. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about here is quests. Now, over on the sidebar there, you'll see a bunch of on YouTube to anything a little more in depth, like looking at a link, doing a small survey, anything like that. Overall, guys, this is a really cool opportunity to get more funding for our tournaments, and this is just for you guys. This is all for you guys. This is no benefit to us, no monetary benefit, other than giving you guys more of a prize pool to build and grow our tournaments. It's what we want for you guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next tournament.
Okay, so we're getting a round one started up here soon. We have a few matchups kind of getting taken place. Let's kind of look over the decks that we had gotten here so far. Okay, so deck-wise, we have a few Bruce. Magnolia obviously showing up. Hexorb here. Zorga, Bastion, of course. Nirvana and Orphis, and then a Prison as well. So good mix here. Obviously no Eugene, unfortunately, chat. Sorry about that. But any sleepers, if you had to choose one to go all the way right now. So I have bad luck with this, so I don't want to choose anyone.
So I'm choosing.
When I chose someone, they lost. So I'll let you choose to see if it's just a curse of me or is it like a caster curse, you know?
My inner Zorga wants me to pick the Zorga player. But yeah, it's between. I would love to see the Hexa Orb come out because it's good. I feel like that one's gonna be an interesting one to see. But honestly, I could see either Brandgate or the Zorga potentially taking this, depending how the Zorga player plays it out. Because there's only one prison list, and that's actually really good to see for a lot of the. We have a Nirvana in here too, right? The Nirvana and the Zorga player, they're happy. They're happy players. But yeah, that Orphis might take it all the way. Orphis is a hard cookie. That's a hard. Personally, I think that's a hard deck to get through. If they land all their stuff and if they trigger you, like it's kind of GG.
Yeah, they do have the Shark as well, so that always helps as far as 2 cards to guard for the Shark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. So I didn't want to choose, but I feel like I have to.
Oh.
That'll curse someone. That's the thing.
What's your pick?
If I say Bruce, does the chat get happy? That's the thing. Like I just feel Bruce is so strong. You have multiple attacks for numbers that are absolutely enormous. Obviously, depending on if you persona ride, even if you don't. I mean, constantly getting swung at with 23, it hurts. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say Bruce. Hexorb, I'm surprised about showing up. Obviously, there's been a little bit of a rise in popularity of Hexorb. Maybe they're just prepping for the new support in set 3. But I'm actually really surprised Hexorb showing up.
Really? I think Hexorb has its points where it can be really aggressive. It also has its downsides, kind of if you miss your persona ride. But I actually think Hexorb is a lot better than people give it credit for. But that's just me. It depends. Like I said, they can miss and have a hard time, but I've seen some Hexorb players really show what the deck's capable of.
Spectral, it's time to see Prison get to the top. I mean, it's very possible. They have a lot of utility to control the board, and then obviously with the orders to be able to grab cards from hand, depending on what their list is. Um, there are many options for it, especially with the new grade two. With the new grade two, kind of giving the -5 when it comes out of the prison. That's kind of is you have two of them on there, -10 essentially for you trying to get your cards back is enormous.
Hmm. I agree. I agree.
So we are going to be starting soon. I believe we're going to start with card FV Extreme and Gmich. Is it
Yeah.
Gmich?
Yeah.
Or G Me Meech?
I think
very
it's
weird name there.
Jimich or Jimick, depending on German or not.
Yeah, they're better than me. So it would be a Bastion against Nirvana matchup.
Yeah,
Looking at the decks.
Yep, looks like it. Bastion and where's Extreme?
Oh, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I agree. This will be interesting to see. Honestly, he's the only Nirvana player too.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, only Nirvana player gotta hold it down, get the W
against Bastion.
It's possible. It's possible. Like I said, so first grade 3 ride, what's gonna happen is they'll swing, hit the over trigger and a crit. So they'll restand and swing with the crit, and then the other 2 drive checks will probably be another crit, maybe a front, and then that's it. That's how you just win.
That sounds scary.
It's like things of nightmares.
Yeah, you just explained some nightmares.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Like regionals, like round 8, you're like X1 fighting for your life, and that's the very last one.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna jump right into the game here. Novrata holding down the fort, Mr. Time Leap. Like, hopefully, Time Leap.
All right.
Hopefully. So we're just waiting for the to set up. It looks like Image is getting his board set up.
Yeah, looks like they're holding off for you.
So while we wait for them to get set up, top 4 prizing with Matcherino. Obviously, first place does get a box today of Brush of Legends, but with Matcherino, and that's we do add to the prize pool. Obviously, the first place getting $15, second place getting 9, and third place getting 6 and a few cents. Obviously, I won't bother people with the percentages of cents, but you can still contribute to the prize pool by claiming the code if you just followed along with the video earlier. They're just getting a few camera issues kind of resolved here.
Oh, good. So seeing this Nirvana Bastion matchup coming through, I'm hoping for the I want to see the Nirvana multi attack. I haven't seen it yet. Not in locals, not in like remote fights. I haven't had a chance to see like a full on Nirvana Urger full attack yet.
Yeah, it did provide a lot of cards. It really depends on what you want to focus on. Obviously, they have the monk that when it attacks, it can call a trick star.
Yeah.
You also have a booster for trick star that makes the column 18, which you can Urger after. So like it really depends on how many attacks you want to go with in your deck. But traditionally speaking, a lot of people just play the Urgers, the Arcs, and then just kind of fill it in with Valiente sometimes. Yeah.
Do you think Valiente is still viable?
Most of the time it really depends, because it's one of those things that Urger itself is 20k on both turns overdressed, where for Valiente would be 18, and then being that 18, it's really, I guess, more if you think about it, can Leonard hit this unit?
Mm-hmm.
If they Persona ride, Leonard's gonna hit it in either way. but at 15K, it's less likely to hit Urger than Valiente. You kind of need a lot more pieces on top of it. So if you're like able to double or get 3 overdress units underneath the Valiente, then it kind of makes it a little bit better for you.
That's actually a good point. I forgot about the base that Valiente brings.
Yeah, Urger's really good, especially the intercept as well. Getting power, it's a lot of things that people kind of forget about because most of the units, their power is just during your own turn. They don't think about during your opponent's turn.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
we're going to see
interesting to see what
Nirvana.
kind of like, yeah, kind of it really depends on how they build the deck, of how many attacks they'll be able to get off and how hard they want to commit to those attacks.
Yeah. And then Bastion obviously will probably be doing the usual, restanding and gaining a bunch of card advantage.
Absolutely, but the thing with Bastion also, I think it's card advantage, but it's fake card advantage.
Yeah.
Because you think Bastion's like, oh, they have 13 in hand, but 10 of those may be grade 3s.
That's very true. Honestly, it all depends on that hand draw. I remember facing a Bastion player as a Zorka player, and I got pushed into 5, and they survived at 5 for 3 turns. I was trying so hard to knock them off, but they just kept guarding. I was like, how is this happening right now?
No, it happens because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. But it's one of those things that you take the approach that it's like, oh, they have 7 cards in hand. Maybe they have 3. I think it's better just swing face, especially because if they don't have the grade 3s to guard, you can win the game just kind of off of that mentality sometimes.
Yeah.
But a lot of good cards kind of went into Bastion set 2. They have the Chosen Knights, which gives you more effects based on the number of grade 3s that you have. Obviously, you want the 4 or more, it'll give you an extra drive check. 2 or more, you get plus 5k to a unit, and then 3 or more, you'll be able to draw. They also have Soaring Dragon, Prideful Dragon, which is the one that is, if you have 4 more grade 3 rear guards, you're able to draw a card, and then if you Persona Ride, you'll be able to get a crit.
True. Gosh, I forgot about that card because not many people really run that tech, right?
Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. It really depends on like what you're looking for in your deck, because you also have the Refruzos. It's like a really weird name. It's like Heavenly Bow something, but it's the same thing. It's like going off of Persona Rides. It gets boost and can restand.
Yeah, the restanding guy, the really pretty arts. The art that one is so good. But yeah, that's the one that off Persona Ride it restands. I actually see some people run that tech, and honestly, I see it working pretty nicely as you don't have to focus on what is it, Dark Strain, I believe it's called, as much to get that extra boost going.
Yeah, you don't have to focus on Dark Strain as much, but you also have to rely on a Persona Ride.
Yeah.
So maybe that changes kind of your mulligan and kind of how many draws you want to play and things on that side. Options. If Bastion wasn't good before, it gets better.
Exactly. No, I 100% agree. And they keep getting more options too. So that deck's very, very, very well made to figure out like what you want to do between your draws and your triple drives and shield and whatever you need.
No, absolutely. And then obviously we spoke about Bruce. We spoke a little bit about Zorka and Virina as well. The attacks. Last but not least, Magnolia. Magnolia realistically didn't get much. Very, very high cost for new cards as far as already Soul Blast. Wild Intelligence, obviously a lot of people do play Wild Intelligence, but I guess we're gonna get ready to get into the game, I believe, or they're starting camera issues.
No, they got the cameras back. I think they're actually about to start here very shortly.
Yeah, we'll transition into the game right now, trying to get everything started here. Okay, so like we had said, it is going to be Virena playing up against Bastion. They're going to get their cuts and everything post Mulligan.
I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Yeah,
They got their
I'm kind of
getting ready.
yeah. We talked about like a bunch of different deck options, so I'm kind of ready to see what they went with in their own decks and how it plays out. Best scenario is either they both overcheck or nobody overcheckers, because it
True.
is a best of one.
Looks like we have our Nirvana player starting first.
It's a fantastic discard, so
Yeah, it goes
be
right
able
into
to go to
Soul.
Soul. Kind of build that up for Urger. Also, just kind of grabbing the Virena as well.
I like that addition that Setu Nirvana got for the discard.
Yeah, very, very solid card.
Okay, looks like going straight in.
Oh, TIE Fighter, welcome. Thanks so much for raiding with the party 13, man. How was your stream?
Thank you.
What a legend, TIE Fighter. Chad, if you guys don't follow TIE Fighter, please make sure you follow TIE Fighter there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
He has a
Vanguard
lot of
content here
premium.
for everyone.
Yeah. Good premium knowledge if you're into other formats of Cardfight Vanguard.
Or if you want to get started, it's a good base to come and learn.
And budget decks. If you're into budget decks, he's got some for you.
All right, so we'll search out the Trickstar here on the ride. Looking at Jimin's side right now, is doing the most extreme hand shuffling I've ever seen in my life.
He's ready.
Big hearts in the chat for TIE Fighter. All right, so we'll call the Trickstar to the front row.
Another Trickstar. Interesting. I'm surprised he didn't call it out to the side, but I guess he just doesn't want to overdress.
Yeah, may not have it as of yet, so it's still swinging for 10s. If Jimin hits a defensive trigger, it kind of stops that completely. So we'll see here.
Perfect guard. Yeah, he's swinging with the Trickstar here. What an annoying number. They're so small, yet they still hit.
Yep, 2 10s right there. And that's the thing kind of we talked about earlier. It's like sometimes the illusion of cards in hand, you know?
Yeah. And that is a heal that's coming off.
Huge.
Yeah, that's very good for Bastion. Okay, Bastion starting us out. And nice to see the Nirvanas try to push a little bit just to get that damage going to add pressure to their grade 3 turn. Since Bastion usually has a tough time dealing with Rush.
All right, does this card here.
Oh, nice. Starting the Order in Darkstream. Oh, right into an Alden like that.
This is when you wish you didn't heal.
Oh, yeah, true.
You get to swing at Trickstar.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that, actually.
I wasn't either, mainly because they'll be able to get it back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, 10 can still hit their grade 2, so maybe it's just kind of controlling that damage a little bit.
Yeah, I was assuming for counterblast reasons, since Nirvana relies on that quite a bit. But just surprising to see. Plus, it's a discard if they want to get that back too, so maybe they're trying to deplete their hand here.
Definitely understand there. I think it's just an instance trying to mitigate the board right now early on. But it's one of those things, like even in the discard pile, they can still discard the grade 1 Togarachi, the Stealth Dragon, and then they can go to Soul.
Wow, that's true. That's a really good interaction, as you're not really like losing value and you're getting your Soul stacked up. Honestly, I would do something similar too. I'm big into attacking trick stars, but that's just my play style. I don't like
Yeah, I
seeing
mean,
those on the board.
yeah, it's one of those things. It's not a right or wrong, I guess. Play is just kind of choices that you think about, but you can't expect them obviously to have everything in hand. So maybe just to mitigate it and bring down the number of attacks is what they were thinking. Let's see. Extreme will overdress this one.
Yeah. With the Valiente?
Okay. So
Oh.
does plays the monk. So the monk will be able to call out Trickstar here.
That, wow, yeah. And then they can have a higher Valiente column if they want. Plus, Nirvana's skill will give an extra buff going as well.
No, 2 Trickstars in the discard. Okay. So,
All right, so there's the Counterblast. Get the extra 10k buff to both Nirvana and the Overdress unit. And there's the
okay.
Trickstar.
It was off the grade 3, I believe.
Yeah. There's a second Counterblast.
So let's see here. So good number of attacks, good numbers here because his Ryrena gets the plus 10k because it's overdressed this turn.
Yeah, plus if it hits... Oh, he can't restand, never mind. He doesn't have the Counterblast.
Oh no, he doesn't have Valiente. That's the trial deck one, the Soul Blast 2.
Retire. Oh, right. You're correct.
I think it just did it for the plus 10k for this turn.
Yeah.
Because depending on the triggers, it could be a huge turn. Drove
Looks like
check
an
there.
Urger. Is that the over trigger?
Oh no, I said
it. Coming out. Coming out. Restating the Vanguard, getting an extra draw.
Getting the extra drive check as well.
Oh, yeah. That's going to make a nice beefy hand for him for Bastion's grade 3 turn.
And on top of that, that column is right now 35 with the boost from... And being a grade 2 is very dangerous here for Jimin.
Well, he's got the perfect guard at least. We got to deal with that a little bit better.
So 2 checks here, so we never know what's going to show up.
Oh, wasn't expecting to see an over trigger like that. Okay. Got the PG. And into a crit. Oh my goodness. What is this? That's another Urger. Oh, he's gonna have a really good turn next turn. That's a spicy
take it and go to 5.
Oh,
okay.
Another over trigger. Shut down. Shut down.
Oh man, if we would have seen it a little bit sooner. But that's still fantastic to kind of stay out of that 5 range and stay at 4 is huge.
Yeah, that's gonna help him because that turn was painful, going from over trigger to crit and then getting that pretty much a heal off of that and shutting down that column. Oh, clean. But can he come back though? Because that was pressure right there. I would have been sweating.
This is already insane.
All right, Dark Strain going into Bastion here. And let's see, we already know kind of what his hand's looking like based off the drive checks. And he's got the order too.
Okay, so that's good. But it should be able to get the extra drive.
Yep.
And get the power, so that hopefully helps them stabilize there if they're able to hit a heal.
Mm-hmm. Coming out with the Alden.
Alden.
Basato. Setting up the board here. Nice.
There. columns are coming up really good. Just, looks like you're just adjusting the camera there.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. So we're expecting another unit to come out so he can play the order. If he wants to play it this turn, maybe he wants to hold off. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, you definitely played.
There we go. Yep. Got the order coming in.
We'll be able to draw a card, get +5 to a unit, and then it gets an extra drive check. We'll give it to Fasado.
Interesting. Not the Alden. Because the Alden already gets the extra 5k, making it a little extra, more annoying.
Right.
Into Soul.
That'll give a unit 10k. At some point.
I guess he's thinking, I would have given everything to Alden. Because the restand just gets bigger and bigger.
Okay, it gives it to Fasado there.
Interesting.
Also, interesting choice of attack pattern there as well.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised.
Swing with the smaller one because it'll get a +10k.
Oh, speaking of, there's the trigger.
Okay, so that makes it, and a draw trigger on top of that, so that makes it much easier to guard.
Our Nirvana player, they got no problems dealing with the hand size right now.
And this is just 13.
13 to 23. Okay, so making it a no pass.
Yeah, 38. They have 3 checks.
Oh, true, 2. What's a 2 right now?
So here comes 3 crits right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, no, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding,
nope.
chat.
PG? Nope.
Is that a heal? Let's get the heal, though.
Oh, goodness.
Putting them at 3. So that's huge.
This is quite the turnaround. I was expecting this to go a lot uglier, but like our bachelor players come back. Jimmick.
All you gotta do is heal.
Yeah, healing saves games.
Heal back to no big deal.
Yeah.
Now stabilizes. So the next turn, if Jimmy has the next turn, it's going to be huge with the Persona Ride.
Oh, 100%.
I'm not sure what we're counting. Okay, there we go. Discard for the restand.
Oh, at least the Fasado is now even larger. And he actually hits now since he did land his triggers. Oh, he's going to... Okay. Honestly, with only one counterboss for Nirvana, they can't do too much next turn, so...
Well, we saw the drive checks of Urger. So, realistically...
Oh, he could countercharge.
We'll be able to countercharge, right? Thus shoots the guard.
It's a Soul Blast, too. Oh. That looks like a trigger. Is that a heal?
Like the heal.
Yep, and it will go off.
So we'll go off here. Yep.
Not bad at all. 2 open counterblast, and he gets the heal. Another bolt back at 3.
3 to 3.
That heal is actually clutch.
It's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, they're just back to normal. It's like, oh, did Bastion have a turn? I don't know.
Right. That's
Persona.
Right?
Not bad, an extra 10k. And we can see some Urger action here too.
Oh, there's so many options of what they can do. Okay.
Yeah.
Goes into Valiente. So, the grade 3, the Dragon Monk. When it swings, it can retire obviously one of their rear guards, and then it calls out a Trickstar after the battle. So he can call the Trickstar over the Dragon Monk and then swing with Trickstar for 15, depending on any defensive triggers.
Wow, that's actually this is gonna be interesting to see play out. I see what you mean. So I haven't seen this yet. That's what I was talking about. I'm excited.
Here's the first attack. So 1 defense trigger shuts this down. So we'll see if
yeah.
There it is. There it is. So now the Trickstar won't be able to hit per se a unit. But what you can do, you can still control the board here by retiring and then calling over Trickstar, swinging at Fasada. So there's still options because of the fact that card extreme Persona Road. But it's just one of those things you obviously want to keep swinging at Vanguard as much as you can.
Plus, can he overdress too? The trickster?
Into Urger. This is all during the battle phase, so it'll have to be Urger.
Yeah, he's holding an Urger, so he can.
Yeah, we know extreme. Yeah, so it'll happen after this, more than likely. So the 15 will probably go to Fasado.
The only thing is Soul Blast, because he has enough soul for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, he does. Okay. I see it.
I think Extreme just swung at Vanguard without thinking. Okay. Sometimes you whiff attacks like that.
Yeah.
Also, oh yeah, Urger is after your.
I think in the battle, Trickster attacked. Oh, it has to attack Vanguard, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. So that trigger kind of shuts all that off.
Nice, and you got the extra 10k on both of them now. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm. On top of the Persona, right on top of that too.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 20k block. With the front trigger having extra 5k.
33.
And
yep.
And going to defensive protection there. Okay.
Gotta get plus
that's
10k shield.
Valiente. And oh dang, that was a nothing.
I think it was about time. It was getting a little bit too exciting.
Yeah, over trigger crit, draws, heal triggers. We've seen a lot of triggers this game. Yeah, it's not letting that hit.
It?
Yeah, I was wondering.
The Sentinel here. That one more attack from Extreme here.
Yep. I do wonder. I feel like we're gonna have a comeback here from Jimmick. It's like that push her wasn't enough. There's the Persona ride. He's about to get that full board going. There it is. I think this is gonna be interesting to watch.
Oh, Alden into Fasado again.
Yeah, the same board setup. I wonder if he's gonna put down some rears this time. For the boosting rears. His hand is getting kind of small there, though.
Is still huge.
Yeah, that's very true. I think the play here is just to push as far as possible. Hope he wins a crit and just it close the game out. Okay, there's the
especially with being at 4 damage, the multi attack from Nevada, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Is able to get the extra drive here.
Yes, and the draw, the extra power as well. Yeah, we'll see. I think a trigger will really.
I can't tell how many cards. Yeah, it really depends on which trigger as well.
Yeah, I think he's holding four cards there. So I think next turn he's gonna have
like maybe a
pain.
Really depends on Extreme too, because they did drive check one of the Dragon Monks, so you never know. Like they may just not have enough to guard barely.
Yeah. Using the Urger to block. Does get an extra 10k power, 10k shield, making it a 15k block.
Yeah, very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll give up both Urgers there. Wow.
I mean, I guess maybe his hand is really rough. That's why he's trying to.
Yeah, it's really I guess it's a kind of a risk in choosing your poison and
Perfect
what you're
guard
taking.
into a perfect guard.
There's
Oh,
a grade 3. I think
that was
as
a very dry.
Scam likely. Thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs.
Damn, that's a great name. That is a great name.
Chat, throw out the hearts for Scam likely. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my goodness. So this turn. All right.
So, with no triggers checked, but holding 2 perfect guards now.
Yep.
Doesn't have much of a pressure, but at least I think he could survive Extreme's turn here.
Yeah, because Extreme would have to have multiple ergers. And some of them get rid of 2 to be in and on top of Persona Red.
And
Just to be
that's
able
not a crit that's out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think you're feeling pretty comfortable if you're on Jimin's side.
I agree. Plus, he doesn't have any soul anymore, so I think he might have like 1 soul in there, but it's not much to do to have any like crazy plays come out because his crazy play was pretty much the turn before. But
And you know that
close.
the over trigger's gone.
Oh, true. And we haven't seen Jimmy's over trigger yet, right?
Yes, we have. It's right on top. It was defensively.
Oh, right, defensively. That's right. Earlier, over trigger into over trigger. It looks like he's getting that trickster back. So he has at least 1 overdress unit. Oh, there it is. Into arcs. Double draw. I see if it's a good draw for him. Most of his triggers are out, so I assume he's drawing 2 units.
Yeah, could be. Oh, there's another Valiente.
Goodness, that column's getting a
the two
beefy over there.
Are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Just 23 right now on each side, so it'll be 33s after.
Nirvana.
The big bird. Nirvana.
Luckily enough, he drove check into a lot of defense, so I don't think he's gonna have too much trouble here. Okay, guarding. No, thank you. We have another gift sub.
Ash, thank you so much for the gift sub. Thank you so much. Guys, hearts in the chat for Ash 7.
That is a front. That's actually pretty good here. Though I don't know. We already know that he's holding perfect guards. So and back at him now. Now they both have perfect guards.
Oh, so we have reached time. So this is timing around. So it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll check damage right now. Card Extreme being at 5. While Jimin's sitting at 4. We know that the Sentinels were in hand. Will more likely go out to both of these. But here's another strat. What if you take it so they have no counterblast next turn?
Oh. What if they heal?
It's too risky.
Oh, that's pretty. I would guard it. Plus, especially since he was holding the perfect guard anyway. I think at this point, considering Extreme is at 5, and he got the Persona ride and everything, he should just keep it simple, just swing, get his restands, which is exactly what he's doing. He's just going straight in.
Here comes Alden.
He's guarding.
All right, guarding.
Oh, it's kind of like an overguard almost. Oh, he's his Persona. Never mind. So it's 20, 25.
3.
Okay, Dark Stain. Oh, those are very unhealthy checks there. No shield at all. But at least he gets to restand. With extra power. Interesting. All right. He's holding the. We know he's got one perfect card in hand from drive check. So Extreme should have no problems. Yep, there it is. With the Urger. All right. It's turn 2 now. Oh, he's just going straight in. Counterblast. Nirvana skill, get the extra 10Ks. I mean, he might as well. Everything's already set up.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason to replace any units or anything. Just keep everything in hand and swing. And
Yeah.
hope for the best.
I feel like Jimmick's gonna have to take a damage here. I don't think he'll be able to block everything. He's doing
Is that
a one to pass?
Depending on what risk you want to take. That is definitely the one to pass.
Oh, no pass? He's just letting him swing, maybe? Maybe no guard? I think no guarding this is the risk you gotta take.
Yeah, the thing is with the Valientes have a lot of power to them. So I think maybe Jimin needs a defensive trigger to even be able to guard the next couple of attacks. And if it's something that you're hoping on the defensive trigger, and you can one to pass the Vanguard, you might as well just one pass. Because I think if Extreme hits the trigger anyway, it may be over.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, oh really? I would have no guarded that. Is that a crit? Oh, that's a heal. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What is this? How many times have they healed now? Oh, into a crit.
Oh, GG.
Oh, yeah, that's game. That's game. Yep, wow. Game. We saw so many triggers.
What a beginning. There. What an ending.
Yeah.
Big congrats to you.
That was
Extreme on there.
Yeah, congrats. Good job, Extreme. It was a neck and neck game all the way through.
That was insane. Quite an ending with the crit. Oh my god, I threw it all on Vanguard too. Split it, and you knew that Jimin had one card in hand, but said screw it, all to Vanguard.
I mean, you might as well go all in. Like, what do you got to lose? I mean, and he healed too. Oh god, it was trigger after trigger. I feel like our Bastion player didn't get a chance to hit, or Jimmick didn't get a chance to hit enough triggers that game. We saw a lot of drive checks.
Yeah, it's one of those things because, like, obviously the drive checks restand his units, so they're exactly what they wanted. But it's just, hey, look, crit heal, hit the over trigger offensively.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, the restand. I honestly think if he didn't hit that over trigger, he would have had 2 cards less, 3 cards less technically because of the drive check too. So I actually think that I think Jimmick would have probably taken that if it wasn't for that, because that 3 card advantage is what really helped him deal with a lot of Jimmick's turns and the aggression with the grade 3 swings.
No, absolutely, and then it was able to stabilize to get them both at 3, but those last couple of turns essentially just were all about Extreme right there. Just, hey, I have 2 to pass. You have 1 card in hand. I can give power to the rear guard and make it so you can't guard, but instead we're just gonna give it all to Vanguard anyway.
Yep.
Because why not go out in style, you know?
Yeah, agreed. And those Valientes were pretty annoying to guard anyway. With him only having 3 cards in hand, I don't think he could have came out of that. That's why personally I think I would have no guarded the the Vanguard, hold for a defense, and then guard the other 2 somehow. How many heals checked?
No, absolutely.
How many heals were checked? 4? 3 heals?
37.
Because their bottom player at least checked 2 for sure, and then Bastion, Jimmick also checked, I believe 2, and we also had the over trigger defensively, so that's technically a heal in itself. So yeah, there was quite a few. Like that game was, they just kept going back and forth. And that was good. That was good.
Yep,
Nirvana player came through.
So... Yep, their final came through. That was the last game, so we are going to get a few things set up for round 2. And I guess we got to kind of choose a match to go into when that gets set up and everything's done on that side. But man, what a game, huh? What a game, guys.
That was something. I wasn't expecting that to be so. I don't even know. Just the triggers and over trigger, just everything. There was a lot going on in that game.
No, for sure. There was
So okay, round two
definitely
is up.
a lot going on in that game. But we'll kind of see how it plays out for them going forward. Hopefully, like their games don't get as exploded with triggers. But you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into table
Living Proof?
5 here shortly. That matchup is gonna be Living Proof versus is it Zydus? Is that how you say it? XIDs? I think it's Zydus.
Okay, let's see this.
We'll see because oh my goodness, we're gonna jump right into the game. It just translates into it. We'll kind of talk over the background while they get set up here. You'll see
Yeah.
Proof already on camera with his beautiful mat.
Yup. He's got the whole spike setup ready to go. So what we have Zydus, right?
Yeah, I hope that's how it's pronounced. If not, someone will correct me eventually.
Yeah.
But
My
it looks like
apologies.
Zydus comes in with the. I have no idea what character that is. It's a Foxer on their mat. That's the initial
trying to
meta
see
is
it,
the
but-
mat.
Yeah, the mats is what matters. Mats win games. It's not the triggers. It's all about the mats.
It's all about mat meta. You gotta out-mat your opponent first to get the moral victory.
Do you want to talk about this this setup, like what we're about to see here? It's not too soon. I don't know.
Deck wise, oh yeah, what are we? No, I don't think it's too soon.
Yeah.
I actually forgot.
We got
What decks did we
Magnolia
play?
against Bastion. Pretty sure that's their
Oh, I've
setup
made a
here.
mistake. I no longer want to watch this table.
Oh no!
No, it is
Oh,
Magnolia
no!
versus.
Yeah.
It is
So as you
Magnolia
guys
versus Bastion.
as you guys may know, Living Proof is really known for Spike Brothers and Dark States, but we're actually seeing something different today, where he's bringing out the Bastion.
JB Magnolia, yay! It's like, look, I
think
I love Magnolia. I love Magnolia, but I'm very particular
Yeah.
about Magnolia.
Well, we might see something good here. You never know.
Yeah, you
It's,
never know. You never know. You never know.
If this matchup is rough, I think for Magnolia, this matchup's gonna be really, really hard. Though they really need to hit those personas to make this at least kind of like easier to deal with. If they don't get those attacks going, Bastion's just gonna have a party swinging every turn.
See, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I think Magnolia actually could be favored in this, depending on how Proof mulligans things of that nature. Because, like, we kind of talked about it in the last matchup. Like, 5 cards in hand may not actually be 5 cards in hand. So if you put on the accelerator, just if Zydus goes from grade 1 all the way up, it just goes. Proof could be at 4 damage before they even get to grade 3.
That's fair. It's fair. But also, it is going to make a difference who goes first here. Honestly, from both ends, they both have a pretty good turn, a good grade 3 turn, especially with Persona rides. So,
Echo, thanks so much for the sub.
oh yeah, Echo.
I thought you were subbed 2 weeks ago, Echo. What happened? I'm exposing you.
It's exposed in the chat.
All right, so this game's gonna get going. All right, Jamie, very obvious fan of Magnolia here in the chat right now.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Yeah, Mellow and Matt thinks Mags is favored on this matchup. I tend to agree. It really depends. Oh man, Proof starting with grade 1, broken deck mechanic.
It's going in.
All right, so we have the prediction live on who you guys think was going to take this one, whether Magnolia, Bruce, got Living Proof Knights, or Zydus War Beast for these predictions. Putting 12K channel points on Magnolia.
I'm actually about to vote myself. I'm trying to add to a little fun here. All right, I made my decision. I've voted. I've evened the playing field. There you go. It's 50 to 50%. Oh no, it changed. Oh, they're already going for the aggression play. This is actually what I was thinking about. This double Mantis into the aggression play here. Straight off the bat, rushing our Bastion player.
Absolutely. So this is in the great state of New York what we call triple eighting. It's actually you just throw 3 8s in the front row. Get your hand usually like 3 or 2 cards, and then you just kind of swing and hope they don't get a defensive trigger.
Yup, I mean that's it's the kind of rush that Starkea in general tends to push for. Like both Zorga and Magnolia seem to really do this a lot. The AK push. Oh, it's another Mantis. That's a Darkshade. And now he's got another attack coming in, 18K. Is he gonna take it? Yeah.
18K, so demands a 50K shield.
Yeah.
More than likely will take it here.
I see.
Yeah,
Matt in the chat.
The grade 1.
All right, drop in his shield.
So once they ride to grade 2, what'll get off the top gets a Dark Strain off the top for the grade 2 call.
Not too bad. Could have been an Alden, but not too bad.
So now Proof has choices kind of what to swing at. Elenia can move kind of the units around, kind of wherever you want to put them. So
yeah.
But the thing is, right now, Elenia's value is kind of whatever. But it really, if you swing into Elenia, it stops realistically if, let's say, for example, Kuchi comes off of the call of the grade 2.
Yeah.
They can only call it over Mantis. Well, they're kind of in that situation regardless, but it's one of those things that they'd have to call it over Mantis, and they can't move it anywhere like front row or rear or back row.
That's very true. I think getting rid of her is actually pretty good though, as she kind of fuels a lot of Magnolia's attacks. Whereas Ad Mantis is just kind of a dead card now, unless they can bring it back to hand. So it's gone. I think that was actually a very good play there. Getting rid of those rears. Plus, Magnolia is so consistent. It needs Counterblast to do a lot of work. So denying at least one Counterblast is bad. That's a heal. Does not go off, but a little extra power there.
Yeah, that was the last attack there. So
yeah,
kind of what you want to see by Proof is the heal going off now. Honestly, it's less Counterblast you have to deal with. You know?
Agreed.
Every heal that doesn't activate is fantastic.
The Kier, whatever we see at the top, will make a difference if they want to have like another aggressive turn coming up for the Magnolia.
I said Elenia. That's Ursula. That's what that was. I'm
sorry,
saying
yeah.
the wrong name,
I was thinking the same. It's okay.
All right, this call is really.
Oh, it's another one. Another Ursula. It's back. Oh wow, intelligence.
Interesting playing it now because let's just get one card.
True, because Magnolia isn't the Vanguard. But I guess he just wants the mill, and there we see the Kusi. So bringing it back, I assume.
Yeah, but it
probably
can't
the
be
best
called
choice.
To anything other than center.
That's true.
Yeah, I would have
so
assumed that with Ursula, it would move the Mantis first. Yeah.
Fair. That actually would have been the play. But I guess they were, it depends on the mill. But I see what you mean. That would have been a very interesting play to see.
It just gives you more options. You move the Mantis first, then play your cards.
Another
just
Mantis.
to kind of open up that space.
Yeah. This is a very, very funny bug board. Very interesting. I've never seen a Magnolia player play out Magnolia like this yet. This is a little new to me. I kind of like it. I don't know if it's optimal, but I like it. Oh, that's a front. Wow.
Go for the
wow. That's pain. And that's order going into Whipping Proof's drop. I mean, damage.
Yeah. Especially with no defensive, so this is going to be 26.
Yeah.
So it demands 2 cards.
The other column's even bigger. Yeah. He might have to take them. They're really high. Well, they're high enough to where it's going to be hard to block. He's got to drop two cards just for this.
26 and 30.
Overdress not having 10k shields. Oh, okay. That helps. That helps hitting the front there. So now at least the other side's a little bit easier to block.
It's still 33.
Yeah, but at least he's at 20 now, so that the 15k should be enough, right?
Yeah.
If he's holding any triggers. And there it is. Nice. Did not push him to 5. I was a little worried that that proof might be going to 5, and he hasn't even rode to grade 3 yet.
Zydus being at 1 is huge because I don't see a way that you die right here unless the overtrigger comes out.
Yeah, overtrigger with the full board.
Yep.
That would be a saving grace for proof right now. Okay, so he's revealing. Oh, he's got the Persona Ride.
All right, Alden comes out.
Alden. All right. Soul Blasting. Calling out Fasado, drawing. Nice.
Does proof have the order as well?
Oh, I was just thinking the same thing. Can he push it a little bit further? I don't know. I don't think he does. That or he's holding off the turn.
Three in hand for Zydus.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Zydus has no problem with taking any of this, and he's gonna want the counterblast anyway. So I mean, if he wants to have an additional attack next turn, but yeah, he did push really far. That's why his hand's pretty small now. I can relate. He's going in.
Interesting choosing to boost here.
True. Yeah, he could take that damage, kind of help himself out a little bit there. It is a crit. Going power to the Vanguard, making any attack from here on out a little bit easier to deal with. All right, he says no guard. That is a heal he needed. He needs that so bad. Oh, that was so good. And so PG, not bad. No restand though. He needed that, honestly. Oh, okay. That's Elena. Or Elena. I don't know exactly how to say her name.
Yep. That's the one.
Okay, he's guarding the last attack. Yeah, it looks like at least things feel a little bit more even now. It felt that heal really helped proof out. We'll see if Zydus can come back. with anything juicy.
So proof with about 6 cards in hand.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Zidus only has 3, about to ditch one. Oh, ditching my favorite crit, the octopus crit.
Choosing a Soul Blast, even though that Zidus has a full board.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is
okay.
the little
They call
beefy
over
rear guard,
Mantis.
yeah.
Yep, gets +5.
I mean, Mantis is kind of a deck card anyway. That's actually it sucks in a way, but at least now he has the power numbers back.
It wasn't a trigger, so that's all you care about.
That is very true. Seeing triggers always feels pain.
Just going through and probably looking into maybe another Wild Intelligence. Definitely has the Counterblast available for it.
Yeah. Nope. Yep. You got it. But the only thing is, he can call out 2 rear guards. Would that even be worth it in this situation?
Yeah, you can call out Mantis again to give something +5.
Oh, true. Call over Mantis over Mantis.
Because both of these are going to go over no matter what. But
Oh, that's
has
right.
the
And
option
the
for Kusi as well.
Kusi, yeah. True. Actually, that's not too bad. Because Kusi is definitely a better booster.
All right, has the on place on standby. Does activate it, so Kusi has the ability to attack from the back. Different fight.
We just get rated by
DF rating with the party of 110. My guy, DF. Thanks so much for joining, guys. We're in
chat's going
round
crazy.
2 today. DF, hope you had a fantastic stream chat. Guys, if you guys haven't followed DF, I don't know why. Make sure you check out his handle, give him a follow.
Thank you.
And then for everyone joining us, don't forget we have a raffle today for a starter deck Bruce or
Right.
Virina.
Oh, heal trigger.
Wow, not Virina. DF. We have.
If you enter the raffle, you can
Back
just
to the action.
type in
To the
raffle
raffle, you just have to type in raffle.
in the chat. Okay, so our Magnolia player did heal.
So push.
So.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Going back to 2.
Yeah.
And then essentially, like kind of like you spoke with earlier, any heal is another counterblast. So.
Exactly.
There you go. And no defensive triggers. No defensive triggers is the big key here.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Proof's hand is getting kind of small there too. And plus, these numbers are actually kind of annoying to guard.
Yeah, it's gonna be 15. The front row grade 2 isn't gonna be able to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just 2 more attacks. More than likely, we'll guard the 15.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
more than
I
2.
see. So Kuzi is going to be able to swing his 215. It's 15, 20, and then
19?
30? 30?
Or 30? 30, yeah. Oof, way bigger than what I thought.
Kuzi's a 15k base, yeah.
Yeah, whew. There we go. Yeah, oh, look at that. Thank you. Make it easier to count. Honestly, Proof should have no problem surviving this. It's more so just trying to kill Zidus next turn, which is probably going to be hard to do.
Yeah, Proof isn't playing Bruce, he's playing Bastion today.
Yeah, Proof not playing. We were surprised too to see that Bastion come out. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess he did not want that.
Interesting play by Zydus. He swung at the Alden with the. Yeah, there's a Persona. That's big because Zydus has like 3 cards in hand. Does have the heal from the drive check and a unit, so we know essentially, or Proof should know what Zydus has with those 3 cards. I think you just go all in at this turn.
I agree. I mean, honestly, that's his like. It's all he can do at this point. Just keep swinging until he kills.
Good old trusty Fasado. All right, that's 1 heal trigger gone. This is 23.
I agree with you with the Alden play that he swung at the Alden. I think that was actually clean. No defenses. I'm gonna get the restand.
Defensive, but once again, Zydus being at 3 right now, maybe at most goes to 5. I mean, it's not really a threat of losing the game right now.
Yeah, definitely. He could take the damage and just. He has the Persona right in hand from the drive check.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Proof may want to swing at both rear guards depending on.
Yeah.
It really depends on the choice.
I'm almost positive one of his cards is Magnolia. If I remember correctly, I remember seeing it. That's oh goodness. Does he even have enough to guard?
I think you just go to 5. I mean, I wouldn't. There's nothing really to be worried about.
Yeah.
Because even at the difference between 4 and 5 is maybe you die at 1 more to 1 less attack.
Yeah.
Because on the Bastion's turn, depending on the drive checks.
Isn't he's not? I thought he was at 5 already, but okay. I can tell from the color. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's Persona riding this turn. Oh, there it is.
The Persona ride. So this will make it so all the back row will be able to swing with plus 5,000 power. All 3 units. Okay. So another Urgula here.
Yeah, so I can swap. Maybe make the Magnolia column a little bit more threatening.
Well, you're swinging just 23 with Magnolia. You kind of have to hope that no defensive trigger comes out. When they're at 5, so you have essentially 6 attacks. Yep, there's 23.
Yep. I think a defense will really determine this. Or even, it triggers. I feel like a trigger in general might close this out. We'll see.
Okay, so while we're reaching this conclusion, I just want to remind everyone that at Torino, you guys can sign up and add to the prize pool here by just claiming a code. You just kind of log in, create an account. You'll be able to find the tournament with !! Match Reno, and then just hit claim code, and that adds to the prize pool. Every single code that you click, essentially, it's just a button you click. You'll add 25 cents to the prize pool for the players playing today. Fun and easy. and swinging with 23.
Yeah, it looks like Proof is perfect guarding this.
So it does Sentinel. That's 2 cards down. I think Proof is down to 4.
You can take 1. And then, oh, no triggers there.
Okay.
So you can take 1, and then
So
I think you should
that's
be able to
best
guard the
case
rest.
scenario that you want to see.
Yes.
Yep, that's best case scenario. 5K to everyone in the back. So here's the thing why Urgula should have swapped, I believe. Mainly because that is 10K, that is 20K in the front or in the rear, right? If they hit a defensive trigger and you have Urgula boosting, you can still hit with it.
Interesting. I see what you mean.
33 column. So it's kind of a just in case kind of deal. Because if they don't hit the defensive trigger, all of these can still hit. It'll still be 13 and then 20 and etc.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna take it. Not a defense.
No defensive.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Does he have enough to deal with these attacks?
4 cards in hand, 4 attacks. With it being Bastion, it's not looking too good.
Yeah,
If
we
it's
know
an
his
instance
drive
where
check.
you have to, if it's an instance that you have to give up cards to guard even one attack, I think you just take it now, and if you heal, it stops everything.
That's true. Oh gosh.
But that's definitely what you don't want to see. You don't want to see. You wanted to see a defensive there.
Yeah. He needed that defensive really badly. This is gonna be if he makes it out of this somehow. Oh, there it is. Oh, and it's not a heal.
6 damage.
Oh.
And it does go to Magnolia there.
GG
yeah, it was essentially 1 defensive trigger out of the 6. GG's to Zydus there. Seeing the Magnolia take it there. Orange, thoughts on the match?
Well, I was expecting Proof to go in on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised. But that rush turn, like that grade 1 into grade 2 into grade 3, like he had units attacking every single time. Like he did not stop from the start, from the get go. The 8Ks, and then he hit the fronts. Like it was just all the way through. Like that was a lot of pressure for Bastion to deal with, which I was not expecting that to go and play out the way it did.
No, it's just one of those things.
What about you?
Magnolia, essentially, I expected it to go exactly as that. As long as you have the Mantis, you can make the column so it's over 15K to guard. With it being Bastion, we've been speaking about it since the beginning of the day. They don't really have as many cards as you think they have in hand. So you swing face, and it's just the state of the matchup when you're playing against Magnolia. That's probably the worst thing you want to see as if you're playing Bastion.
Yeah, thinking back, the multi-attacking is pretty rough for Bastion to deal with. I've never really thought about how deeply like multi-attacking can really change it for Bastion, but that is true. As a Zorgo player, I only attack 3 times, so I don't get a chance to really see this full-on onslaught of Bastion having to deal with those type of attacks.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was clean. That was an interesting game. I actually kind of liked the Admantis in there. I thought that Admantis was actually doing some work.
Yep. It did work early on. Obviously, they replaced it a little bit with Wild Intelligence. The only critique I can give really for the Magnolia play, like I said, swap the columns just in case if they hit that defensive trigger, it's still 33. I don't believe that even with that, if you swing essentially with both columns, one being after Persona Ride, it was 25, and a 20K booster. So it's 45 and 33. I still think you kind of take the game even after a heal, but it's kind of a risk that they take. Maybe they were just moving a little bit too fast and think about it, but that's just an option that I just kind of want to like put it out there in the world so that chat knows.
I have a question for you. So when the Magnolia player swung at that rear for Alden, do you think that was for the Alden? Do you think that was the play?
I don't think it would have made a difference, mainly because they didn't have enough soul for Darkstrain. So the difference between Alden, because they took the damage anyway. They were at 2, 3. They went to 5. There was the only way it would have made a difference is if Proof hit a crit. But I think if Proof hit a crit, he would have won anyway, based off 3 cards in hand.
Okay. I just thought that was interesting because I always wonder when playing, especially competitively like this, when it matters when it's worth it to swing at a rear guard,
Mm.
or especially in situations like Bastion where Alden is very important. If it's worth like knocking out that rear guard and going straight to the face.
Yeah, it's just an instance where I thought, well, we knew essentially on our side based off the dry checks, he had the one heal to guard one card, one Magnolia, and another unit that he couldn't guard with. So regardless of whether Alden's there or not, one trigger with one critical trigger ends that game from proof side because it would have went 6, not enough to guard no matter what.
Okay, good insight. That was fun. That was fun to watch. I haven't seen a Magnolia Bastion matchup yet, so that was actually very fun to see.
No, it was super fun. We don't get to see Magnolia a lot, so it's pretty good. Oh my goodness! All right, Impact Monster, whoever you are, we appreciate you adding $25 to the prize pool and everybody going through with claiming the codes on Matcherino. See Mello with a Matt Harvey, Impact, Time Leap 2, DF, Scam Likely also coming through. Thanks so much, chat, for helping us add on to the prize pool. That's helping out other players that we'll see in Top Cut tomorrow. You can also follow along as far as bracket wise, exclamation point bracket. See how everybody's doing as well. Think we're just finished out round 2. So they're getting everything set up for round 3. And for those in chat that don't know how to use Matcherino, we do have a video that'll kind of explain it. We'll just transition to Franz. He'll explain everything. He's Franz, if you don't know him, he's just some nerd that does some videos. Not no one really important, but we'll transition. We'll let him talk for a little bit.
Some nerd.
Back, visionaries. It's me, VB Franz. I'm here to show you how to sign up for Matcherino. Very simple. All you have to do, navigate over to matcherino.com, click on the login button, and choose your preferred sign-in method. It has everything you need from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Google, Facebook, Discord, even Line. After that, you're essentially in. You got your account set up. Now, what next, Franz? What do you want me to do next? Well, you can support our tournaments. There will be a prize pool that you can contribute to. You can also claim codes. Each claim code is 25 cents into the prize pool. You get 50 codes for that. If you get all 50, that's $12.50 that you've added to the prize pool of the tournament without doing anything, without any cost to anyone. Now, if you would like to directly contribute to these tournaments, there is a direct contribution section for you. You can put as much as you want in there. Be our guest. Now, moving on to Marketplace. There's so many things that we can do with this. We can do Discord roles. We can do merch coming soon. We can do sleeves, mats, any apparel, anything like that you can imagine. All these will have specific values that you can buy them for, and those values you can also get extra bonuses that'll go to our prize pool. You can buy a shirt for $10, $15, and you can contribute $5, $10 to the tournament while you're at it. And all that at zero extra cost to you. That money just goes from your purchase directly into the prize pool. Super cool stuff. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about here is quests. Now, over on the sidebar there, you'll see a bunch of quests going down. It can be anything from following things on Twitter, subbing on YouTube, to anything a little more in depth, like looking at a link, doing a small survey, anything like that. Overall, guys, this is a really cool opportunity to get more funding for our tournaments, and this is just for you guys. This is all for you guys. This is no benefit to us, no monetary benefit, other than giving you guys more of a prize pool to build and grow our tournaments. It's what we want for you guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next tournament.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Are we back? Oh, thank God. Franz is done talking. So now that everybody knows what Matcherino is, I hope you guys can help out. Obviously, we'll be doing this for every tournament because we're partnered with Matcherino. So hopefully you guys can join. I know I appreciate everybody claiming the code, but hopefully everybody can join exclamation point tournaments and play in our future tournaments. Get some practice before, BCS Rumble and all the other remote fights coming up. Still getting a few things set up for round 3. I think we're waiting for pairings to get put up.
Yeah,
but 4 rounds today. 12 total players cutting top four. Prize pool keeps getting bigger for round one. I think our next tournament here with Vision is September the 25th. You guys can join our Discord. Just look out for the tournament announcements. You guys can sign up. We have signups coming up now. And the same thing, Matcherino, you guys can hit the claim code, add to the prize pool, get a little bit of V on. I don't play a lot of V outer orange. I can't lie.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, I can't lie. I played Gurgwit a lot. I think the last deck I played in V was so New York had a big kind of tournament.
Mhm.
I did end up getting top four with Highlander, which was
Congrats.
it's a sea of Luard. I'm telling you, like an ocean of Luard. And then top ended up being first was Grand Blue, second was Angels, and then third was Highlander. So we were all over the place.
Wow, that's insane. And you came with Highlander too. I love Highlander. I'm a big V player, so I support it. I support it 100%. If there's any format I know, it's V premium.
V Premium. V Premium stuff, man. I think there's so many options that you have, like especially with V Collection coming out, that you never know.
I love V. I think V after Clan Collection with everything has just gotten so good. Like no complaints.
All right, I think we're gonna get into the next match. Um, Starting with round three, got Gleaming Garmor versus Adam.
Ooh, Gleaming Garmor.
So I have Gleaming Garmor going against Adam. You never heard of Highlander Phoenix? What you just play one of every card, right? You ride to grade 3, then I guess that's not the one of every card because you play 4 of them.
Well,
4
one
reindeer.
card has an exception.
Yeah, you play reindeer. So I'm trolling, but you play 4 reindeer. Reindeer searches a grade 4. You play the grade 4. You refill your board. You swing again. Essentially, you just turn your card sideways. That's all you do.
Really? I
Nothing
think there's a
more.
little bit more because it's got a little bit of a high roll engine behind it. You look at top 10 to
Yeah.
rewrite into a card, and depending on what your top 10 is, which could be junk or could be the best time of your life, you could have a really aggressive turn.
That's right. That's right. I think
I love Highlander.
yeah, you're playing the same deck, but it's always something different.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. You run one
I
copy
recommend
of
it.
almost everything. It's always something different every time you draw your cards.
Looks like we're going into our third round here, right? We got Bastion and Orphist.
Orphist. Oh, we've seen Bastion a lot today.
Yeah, yeah. Is this his third game now with Bastion?
Yeah. But Orphist going second. You were able to get the order, and on top of that, you're able to draw on top of that too.
Mhm.
So that's always fantastic. They do get the order that it's kind of +1 caller unit. I know they all look like red moons, so they all kind of look the same. But that's good for your grade 2 turn, essentially, to kind of get the push there.
Not gonna lie with you. This is I hate facing Orphist. This is the one matchup I hate facing.
I get it, and the reason I get it is because you never feel like they play anything from their hand after a while.
Exactly. It's just trigger town, and I just cry over here with just getting triggered on. I think that deck's fun, but man, playing against it, oh.
Yeah, playing against it really depends. I mean, it's you save all. It's like we'll go back to V. It's like playing when you were playing early on Musketeers. Never had to play a card from hand because you got everything from the deck. This is a little bit
Yeah.
easier because you're getting the tokens, so you don't even need to get anything from your deck. So it's I like it. I understand the frustration playing against it, but Bastion still can explode out of nowhere, so you never know.
This is very true.
Like right now, getting the call of the grade 3.
Yeah, I saw that top card there.
All right, so this is going to be 10.
Oh, looks like
All right, does get the front there. Okay. So there was a face-up card in the deck by accident. They're just gonna shuffle, reset the deck.
Yep.
Always check your deck before. Just fan it out, you know.
All right.
Okay.
Which moon do you think is the better call? Because there's like the two different moons that you can choose to use when in the order zone.
Oh yeah, for grade 2 is always. I feel like getting the token out early on is always good. It's an extra
That moon.
attack. I mean, if that exact one, it's an extra attack, and a lot of the new grade 2 Orphis cards, you can either choose to retire a unit or retire the column and draw a card. This one will retire the token and then more than likely kill the other grade 3. So you'll still get 2 attacks, one with 15, and then the other one being not 30 but 27.
Mm-hmm. Something that always trips me up is the fact that they can retire on your board too. Sometimes, like, I feel like that's such an easy miss with that skill. You like let it go, and then they're like, "Oh, yep, we'll get rid of this." And you're like, "No."
Yeah, but the 2 cards are huge. Thumbarino, I think, is the grade 1.
Yeah.
Essentially, gets a 15k boost when it boosts the token, and you retire the column and draw. And then obviously, Alviderd, Cardinal. I'll just call it Cardinal. It's that one. That one's Cardinal. That one's Cardinal 1. Then you have Cardinal 2. This just proves that birds aren't real, and all of that stuff. Thunder Tempest asking, you guys consider the Blaster Dark ride line in Bastion? So the Blaster Dark ride line in Bastion can stop against decks that kind of rush you and have units on board. You do get the extra drive check regardless for the counterblast. And it may also save you a card if people don't swing into you, if that makes sense, Tempest.
I think it's better in Hexa Orb.
Yeah, I think it's more personal preference, in my opinion. It's whether you want another attack or the extra drive check on what you prefer.
That's fair.
That's my opinion, though. That's not, we won't take it as facts.
I think I see your point. I've seen people run it in Hexa, and it seems to work out. They sometimes they choose to go into Blaster Dark, or they choose to go into the grade 2 that lets you look at top card. It's a very interesting style going between the two.
All right, so we see Garmore swinging in with Fasado. Next will be the Vanguard attack. If he checks a grade 3, we'll be able to stand the Fasado for another attack here. Adam is at 1 damage, so it's kind of a little bit safe right now. Also with no face-up counterblast.
Oh, it's a front.
Front and a grade 3.
Nice. Or shield grade 3. And that extra value for defense.
Hot take, I think Adam takes both of these attacks.
Hot take, I agree. I think he might as well. He gets the counterblast. And those attacks got a lot harder to guard.
Garmore would have to discard a card. That's the decision happening right now.
Honestly, you could just take these 2, farm. Yep. Oh, there it goes. There goes the front. Okay, so here we have Orphis about to come in with the token and everything. Discarding a Thumbarino.
Okay. Didn't play another order. Interesting.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Overtrigger.
Interesting choice of Overtrigger too.
Yeah.
Giving the million power to give it to the.
That's a heal too. Wow.
To give it to the tokens, but hey, ends up working out there for Adam.
Yeah.
Going back to 1.
I was not expecting. I was expecting everything to come out, but dang, that was a. Imagine if he had tokens that turn.
That's I think is Garmore. This is probably the best that you can hope for.
Yeah.
Look at this board.
Wow,
Look at
that
this
he
board.
just going straight in.
So these dark strains here,
He's like,
everything
oh,
gets boost.
yeah. He's like, oh, you got no board? Oh, here, I'll give you all the board on my side. Have a blast.
Have a blast. Right now, I think it's the tempo game for Garmore. Just swing out now. Now you know that the overtrigger's gone.
That's very true. It's always nice when it's gone because you can 2 to pass and not feel too scared.
Okay, does play the grade 3 that attacks a column. Interesting. All right, swinging with a boosted bash in here.
That's the
Okay,
order.
gets 2 grade 3s. So is going to be able to withstand Fasado. Scary thing is that was 2 grade 3s.
Yeah.
So big Fasado, boosted by Fasado. Is Dark Strain and all did?
Yep. Oh, I mean, I don't know if he's like if Adam is just holding on for a turn or what's going to happen here, but
Well, it depends on how safe Adam feels. Adam realistically can go to 5 and then just be like, okay, now it's my turn. And I still have all these cards in my hand.
yeah.
But at the same time, unless Adam gets another world, nothing's really going to happen.
So Orpheus skill, you have to have 2 worlds in order to go like full speed with the tokens and everything.
Oh, I'm sorry, for Orpheus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to.
Interesting. So yeah, there's our site. There's the other one coming in. So now we're getting the tokens here. Bringing on out our 15k attackers.
All right, Cardinal A comes out. All right.
Cardinal A.
Okay, so pays the 2 counterblast, calls out the 2 tokens, calls out a Thumbelina. To get
Thumbarino?
Thumbelina. We'll be
And
able to
the
draw a
other
card,
one.
and then yes, to retire a unit as well. But with Garmore having so many units, I mean, oh, clutch heal.
Indeed, it's very useful. Plus that shield in his hand now. Not bad, not bad. Okay, up, back in it with the defense coming back. He did Persona ride this turn, so these comms are a little bit more annoying to guard.
So it's just 48.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Garmore has like about 7 cards in hand, maybe. But they could all be lies. It could be 7 grade 3s.
They could all be fake indeed. So I think I'm trying to remember his past drive check. It looks like he's got enough. Oh, he had the double grade 3.
Orpheus skill. Orpheus skill is Counterblast 2. You're able to call 3 tokens. The tokens have 15k power and they can boost.
This is the card like the grade 2 that retires. Retire tokens, retire something on their side.
Yep, you retire a token and then retire.
And Dark Stain's going away. Yep.
Yep.
I don't like that card. I don't like dealing with it. Persona? We know he's holding the order, so he can have a triple drive going here.
Yep, order is live essentially right now.
Yeah.
There's the order. Ooh, that Garmore's gleaming. Look at that. Gives an extra drive check. Give something +5. Draws a card.
Gonna get to Fasado. And there's the draw. Nice.
The wild card would be if Garmor plays Lepisto in this deck.
That's true. Remind me again what Pisto does.
It is Counterblast 2 when you reveal a trigger unit and restand it.
All right. It's been a second since I've seen.
So that would make it an instance where you'll be able to swing with both rear guards, and then unless you drive check two perfect guards, which I don't think is the worst thing in the world, you swing for another attack.
That's true. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Lepisto because that was like a big set one thing. Some people ran that.
But not having another attack on Garmor's side might make a huge difference there, getting rid of that column.
Yeah. That means his hand is pretty secure for anything that Orpheus could kind of come in with. At least we know he has shield. It's a PG.
There's the restand.
Ooh. Oh, double order. Pain. Not like that.
Pain.
Not like that. Yeah, 100% get rid of that order. You don't need it.
Absolute pain. Those are the kind of drive checks you hate to see it.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. Now, will Adam have enough to guard?
Considering he did land some triggers early on, so yeah, I think no problems there at all. Yep, there it is.
Okay. All right, going back to Adam's turn, we know Garmor has 2 grade 3s in hand at least.
One's in order too.
All right, we'll counterblast 2 and get 3 tokens.
Making a board full of tokens. Here it comes.
No Persona Ride is actually pretty huge right now.
Yeah, because they're only swinging for 30, which is still pretty hard to block. It's still a 15. Well, more than 15 they have to drop for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the perfect guard. Is that? Ooh. That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Putting on the token column, maybe? Oh, no, he's putting on the other side.
The Cardinal B, if you would, is also 15, so it'd be 40 on this side.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's the same.
Yeah.
Whichever side you put it on.
Okay, swing with the crit first. Okay. Okay, so more than likely we'll swing at...
I was wondering. Yeah, the Bulbas.
Yeah, so this 30 will more than likely go at Fasado, if I have to guess, because Darkstrain will die here.
Yeah. And yeah, we know that the hand isn't too great on grade 3, so yeah, killing the Fasado would be bad. Oh, no, okay. He goes straight in.
We'll see if that hurts.
That might hurt. I actually think the rearguard swing there would have been the go. Oh, and a Persona Ride. We know he's swinging order too, so yep. He's about to do the order skill 2 here after Darkstrain. Oh, no thinking.
Choices. Choose between Darkstrain and the drive check, essentially.
Interesting.
All right, chooses the drive check. All right. I think it's a fair choice.
Yeah, more pressure.
Gives power to the Vanguard. Oh, no, gave power to... Okay. That's risky.
Wow, I wasn't... Wow.
It will get boost.
Oh. Dang. We're going for the end game here. Calls out that's a heal. Calling that out. No shame.
No, I think I understand. I mean, if this is going to be your last turn anyway.
Oh no, of course. I would do the same. And it's a Persona
heal
Ride.
out there, you know.
Yeah. But can Adam guard enough? Will it be enough?
$15. And then big number. Big.
Yeah, that's like what,
20,
30? Yeah. Okay, wow. Here comes the bash and swing.
Oh, 4 cards left.
Oh boy. No guard. Oh, and the crit comes through. And the front. Oh no! Oh my gosh. That's a super GG. Oh.
It's all right. Over trigger heal. No. Okay.
No, it's over. It's over.
Wait.
Wow, crit into a front.
Crit to front. Grip to front. Oh man, what? You know, it's GG Garmorph. it's Garmorph.
Wow, that was pretty close between the both of them. I feel like that turn that Orthus didn't get a chance to do much really killed it. Ooh, I feel like that's what would have made a big difference, but having kind of a dead turn there.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, Garmor did heal back down a little bit to kind of help him out. Had the triple drives, which are huge, especially that last turn. Oh my god, crit front. I mean, no heal either way, but you know, wanted the style points. But it's you know, I don't know if it was a bad. It's not really a bad matchup. I think it's more 50-50 than people think. It's just an instance that Garmor did come out on top there.
Yeah, that was very. I feel like every time I say that the player that I think is gonna win is the other player. Maybe I'm the bad luck cursed today.
Oh yeah, it's Castle Curse, baby. Let's go. As long as I know that it wasn't just me, you know, and it's
my oranges aren't enough.
We still got a few matches rounding out, and one more round to go.
Yeah.
Prize pool's up to 57.85. So I want to thank everyone that's claiming codes in the chat. Like I said, it's just essentially click a button. They do also have the little quest that you can do, like it's like a follow G Fuel or retweet this. If you want to do that, you guys don't have to do that, but claiming code helps us out a lot. So we definitely appreciate it. And it's every tournament. So I hope you guys join exclamation point tournaments. If you want to join the Discord. It is remote fight, but we definitely appreciate everyone helping us out. And then any primers out there, if you have Amazon Prime, what happens is Jeff Bezos takes the money back. So if you haven't used your Prime, why not use it now? Just click the button. You can sub for free, and then you'd be able to enter tournaments and stuff like that. It's free. I mean, it's free. It hurts no one but Amazon.
No one but Amazon. I think Amazon's living pretty nicely. I think they'll do okay.
They're living pretty nicely, right? They can give us the $5 or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
$10. So that's how it is. But we appreciate everybody joining us. We're gonna be going into the final round. We're gonna take a short break, and then we will be back with the fourth round. See you soon, chat.
See ya.
Hello, welcome back, Visionaries. It's me, VB Franz. I'm here to show you how to sign up for Matcherino. Very simple. All you have to do, navigate over to matcherino.com, click on the login button, and choose your preferred sign-in method. It has everything you need from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Google, Facebook, Discord, even Line. After that, you're essentially in. You got your account set up. Now, what next, Franz? What do you want me to do next? Well, you can support our tournaments. There will be a prize pool that you contribute to. You can also claim codes. Each claim code is 25 cents into the prize pool. You get 50 codes for that. If you get all 50, that's $12.50 that you've added to the prize pool of the tournament without doing anything, without any cost to anyone. Now, if you would like to directly contribute to these tournaments, there is a direct contribution section for you. You can put as much as you want in there. Be our guest. Now, moving on to Marketplace. There are so many things that we can do with this. We can do Discord roles. We can do merch coming soon. We can do sleeves, mats, any apparel, anything like that you can imagine. All of these will have specific values that you can buy them for, and those values you can also get extra bonuses that'll go to our prize pool. You can buy a shirt for $10, $15, and you can contribute $5, $10 to the tournament while you're at it. And all that at zero extra cost to you. That money just goes from your purchase directly into the prize pool. Super cool stuff. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about here is quests. Now, over on the sidebar there, you'll see a bunch of quests going down. It can be anything from following things on Twitter, subbing on YouTube, to anything a little more in depth, like looking at a link, doing a small survey, anything like that. Overall, guys, this is a really cool opportunity to get more funding for our tournaments, and this is just for you guys. This is all for you guys. This is no benefit to us, no monetary benefit, other than giving you guys more of a prize pool to build and grow our tournaments. It's what we want for you guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next tournament.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for sticking with us. I know we've had a few rounds of Vanguard already. Orange, thank you for joining us as well. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Considering this
Getting
is my
there.
first time officially commentating something, I've been having a lot of fun with you. Thank you for having me on.
No, thank you for joining us. Hopefully, you commentate more in the future, whether with us, hint, wink, nudge, peer pressure, or with anyone else, because it's a lot of fun. Um, the Matcherino prize pool keeps growing while
I just
players are
contributed.
going to time.
I added
I know.
$5 for y'all.
What an absolute legend. Price was a 63.15. Just there are a few codes left if you haven't claimed a code. Like I said, it's just pressing a button. Obviously, we've showed the video a few times as well. But we're just waiting for a few more games to finish, go to time before we go into our fourth and final round before we cut the top four. So people are essentially next round fighting for their tournament lives, if you would.
I mean, honestly, our tops are looking actually pretty interesting. We've pretty much all the matches we've seen, we're seeing them slowly creep up to the top here in the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, so I won't say who's
not
at what right now.
That's true.
Obviously, we just saw Gleaming Garmore and with the win on our last match with Bastion, but we've seen a lot of Bastion today, so we're trying to see something else and see what happens.
Saying the chat, down with Bastion, rise Magnolia.
Yeah, I think Jamie's like on the sides, like I hope every Bastion wins and the one Magnolia goes in, so they have the best, smooth sailing going through. Yeah.
Oh, did you say Bastion? Oh, perfect. Magnolia players cracking their knuckles. I'm here. I'm ready. Time to end this game.
Magnolia gang, I love it. I love it. Yeah, 12 people, $63 Samurai. That prize pool is huge for 12 players, and it's payout to top 3. So if we're going to talk about the breakdown, just to kind of entice anybody else that wants to sign up in the future, first place gets $31, second place gets 18, third gets 12. Oh, yeah. First also gets a box of Brush with Legends, just because that's what our prize was. Matcherino's just throwing everything on top, kind of sprinkling the flavor, if you will, to our dish here.
It was sprinkling the flavor.
Yeah, just
that's a good way to put it. Sprinkling the money flavor.
Exactly. Matcherino's the seasoning to the meal right now. So.
Oh dang.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about, Chad. Don't forget the seasoning.
Never forget the seasoning. Won't taste as good otherwise.
Yeah. So we've seen obviously Bastion, all different types of ways. We saw Magnolia. We saw Virena as well. Not sure how the Bruises are doing. I guess we'll kind of find out after 4th rounds goes through. But there's still, a lot of things going on. We still have to see maybe Hexorb.
That's right, Hexa Orb. there's that one. Sad.
Maybe Zorka. Who knows? I mean, that was your choice early on.
Yeah, I hope. Zorka represent. Let's go. Stoicheia, let's go. We have resource problems, but let's go.
I like how it transitioned. Like, I mean, before it was like clan favoritism, I guess it was. So you had like 20 different things. Like you'd be like, oh yeah, Aqua Force, Aqua Life, and then they'd be like, oh yeah, and then they're like, no, I played Dark Irregular only, and then now we're all condensed. So like the people that were like kind of making fun of your deck last season are pretty much on your same kind of bandwagon now.
You sounded like Notorious there for a second. I don't know if you know, but that man only thinks DI exists and only DI. Even in nation form, it's still just DI. So there's only one clan. That is Dark Irregulars.
There's only one clan. Oh man, even our own Naru Samurai. I mean, like, Narukami doesn't exist.
What's Narukami again?
They don't exist. Like, what is Naru a samurai of now?
I think Gear Chronicle. That's his thing. He plays Gears.
Dragon Empire Samurai. Rebrand.
Just Dragon Samurai. It's just a dragon. You don't see that often. You don't see a dragon holding a samurai or like a samurai sword. There's your rebrand, Naru Samurai. Naru's going crazy in the chat.
All right. I think we're done slamming. I mean,
Poor
Mr.
Naru.
Timely. I mean, Mr. Timely doesn't technically exist, but it doesn't technically not exist because it's a figment of time travel. So couldn't you
Oh
just
no.
time travel to a point where it does exist always? All right,
Oh
I'm getting too
gosh.
existential.
We're going
So I'm
back
gonna.
into this. You're starting to sound like Mr. Timely. This is him in a nutshell on a daily basis. Inner Apple, you can't get me. Can't get me.
So we're finishing up.
Oh,
Yep, so we're finishing up generating the round four. We're gonna watch the two undefeated to table one, which
let's go. Let's
would be
go.
Nirvana versus Hexaorb.
Let's go. This is kind of spice I'm talking about, Ed. This is what I've been looking for.
See, if you asked me at the beginning of the day if I was gonna see Hexaorb and Nirvana at table one, I would have said you are a liar. I don't believe you. There's too many Bruce and too many Bastion. But
Yet here we are.
here we are. At that exact point in the timeline where Hexorb is at undefeated at table one.
I love to see it. I remember I was saying something about that Nirvana player coming through, maybe seeing that Hexa Orb
Yep.
spice. Here it is. Maybe my luck isn't as bad as I thought it was. Let's go.
Yeah,
you gotta
no,
see the
you're calling it.
uniqueness.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm sorry, chat.
Oh
Chat,
my
you get to see a dog for about 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute
All right.
though. Sorry.
All right, he's
Is
had
that a
his
husky?
fill. He's had his fill. That is a Shiba Inu.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
He
Sorry.
stays that size. Decided to jump on me for 2 seconds and then said, "Nope, this is not the way."
Doggy.
All right, so we're waiting for round 4 to finish. I mean, round
Oh,
4 to
sorry, your
start.
dog's
Wow.
so cute.
No, he's cool. He's cool.
A dog stream? Yeah, why have a card stream? We just have a dog stream.
Doge stream only. But Hexor versus Nirvana.
That's gonna be.
I actually have no idea what to expect.
I mean, think of it this way. So we have Nirvana that can go into like multi-attacking, but we got Hexa Orb that's gonna be bringing out that crit double trigger spice. So I feel like the Persona ride will be a huge difference. And seeing that over trigger, if we see our Hexa Orb player like drive check at the perfect time, I think that will close things out. I feel like that over trigger outdoes the Nirvana over trigger, to be honest.
I definitely get where you're coming from. I mean,
depending when it's.
I guess the first ride of Hex Orb, and if they're able to get the Persona ride, kind of matter. I mean, for all we know, full board over triggers right on top. It's like, okay, I just put it on there, everything gets a drive check, and then on top of that, with Hex Orb skill, we'll be able to give another unit plus 10k off of every trigger.
Yep, and I'm telling you that Persona rides. It depends. Like if we don't see any Nirvana Persona rides, that's gonna hurt. And again, on the same side with Hexa Orb, if they don't see their Persona rides, that's gonna hurt them too. So I honestly think that the Personas will really make a difference here.
Yep, and Hex Orb's just getting started. I mean, set 3, they have a card that literally searches the deck for Hex Orb, adds it to the hand.
Yes, so, they've been getting some good support.
Up and coming. Yeah. Get to see it now before it gets too hot, you know?
And yes, Oracle. Hexa Orb is like an Oracle think tank deck where you're constantly pretty much stacking your top, and you know exactly what you're going to drive check. Usually, like as the game goes on. But yeah.
But we have Card Extreme versus Sindhu. Sindhu's going to be the one playing Hex Orb. Card Fight Extreme, we saw them earlier. So it's. I mean, their game was pretty close between Bastion, but this is the last round. So I think you're still feeling pretty safe even if you lose this one. I think you still have hope for top 4.
I'm very interested to see how this plays out. I'm so excited.
Yeah, they're all getting set up here.
Yep.
See, DF is with me on this. There were 23 codes left. There's 62 people on the chat right now. So if at least 23 people throw in the 25% for the free code, essentially you just sign up, click the button, it gives the code into the pool.
Makes the pool
Math
bigger.
is hard. Math is hard. 23 and 4, it doesn't really go down. It's like another $5. So it'll go from $63 to $68 for the players for top 3.
Plus, we
Just
got a
saying.
Nirvana and Hexa Orb undefeated right now. Don't you want to see them be a little happier today or tomorrow?
That's at least worth Nirvana versus Hexor is at least worth a prime. Somebody has to have a prime that they haven't used. That's at least a 1 prime. But alas, I'm not going to peer pressure anyone.
Yeah.
Well, not peer pressure them after I've already done that, I should say.
I put my code in, put my peel,
Yeah,
my peel of.
But think about it this way, Orange. I mean, I am on commentary. I do enjoy what we're doing right now. It's a lot of fun. But man, if I was in a 12-man tournament for $63, that would be real nice.
This is true.
It would be real nice. Scam Likely is ready to bet the 10K channel points on Hexorb. Hexorb is going to be on stream. Scam Likely. It's going to be on stream.
We're about to start. Who do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Nirvana or Hexorb?
Man, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but I also don't want to bandwagon, and jump on the Hexorb like everybody else is kind of doing.
Bandwagon it out.
Miracles are made to happen. Let's go with Hexorb because I saw the sleeves before we get ready to transition into them. I saw the sleeves. I'm going with Hexorb.
Oracles, aren't they oracles?
Hexorb, yeah, they're like a bunch of oracles.
Yeah, hence Oracle Think Tank.
All right, predictions up. Who do you think is going to take it?
All right. Maybe I'll use all my channel points on this one. Let's go.
Hashtag Hexa best deck.
I really, honestly, it's going to be a close match. So this one's a hard one to vote for.
I just remembered that on our channel points, 30,000 gets you a free entry into the tournament. So you might as well bet. I mean, you can double, maybe triple what you have. Just throw all of your points into this match, get 30,000, and then that's it. You enter the next tournament for free.
Enter V Premium.
Yep, you can enter V Premium, which is on the 25th, and the pot for V Premium right now is just $47. And that's
good.
Obviously, we haven't even put that one up for Matcherino. It is up on Matcherino as well, but
I mean, we still got a long way to go for that one too. So the fact that it's already 47 now, it's actually kind of insane to think about.
What if you lose all of your points? Well, Jamie, if you lose all of your points, you would have to tune in next week to get your points back. So you get points for watching, and then 2 weeks on the 25th. So you can watch V Premium, collect your points while watching the channel, and also bet on those games. Because if you lost all of them now, you have to win the next time, right? That's
just make your
kind of
betting.
How it goes.
Make your if you have like a issue with betting, this is the best place to use it on. Just keep using your points and keep betting and hope that one day you'll successfully win and then you can enter in.
That's such a bad influence on channel points. Don't ask me. All right, so Sindhu is gonna be starting off first. So we're gonna go right into the game of Hexa Orb versus Arcs. I'm gonna say Arcs, but it's Ryrena and Trickstar. Yeah. Blaster Javelin coming in. So it's a Blaster Dark line.
Okay.
Mellow, what a Matt, big fan of Sindhu's Matt.
Oh my gosh, that's a Pacifica mat. Oh no! Oh no! How do I stay not biased? How do I do this? Oh, that's too good.
So just swinging with 8.
I love Pacifica. Yeah, that's true.
So Blaster Dark here coming out.
Look at that ride line. That's not a Hexa Orb ride line.
Okay. We'll get the extra drive check. There's no units here.
Mm-hmm. Dang. I was looking for
The
the
best
spice
drive
and I
check would be
got
a
it.
heal
Here it
right
is.
now. Look at the top two, one at top, one at bottom. And a smooth 10 to the
Very
Vanguard.
clean.
Does extreme guard for 2 to pass?
No guard,
No
I would
guard.
say, right? Oh, and it's a
Crit.
crit! Oh,
Crit.
stacking that crit.
And Fasado.
And Fasado, wow. Talk about spice.
The
Oh
freest drive
goodness.
checks ever.
Gosh, that was clean. That was clean.
All right, we'll see how extreme comes and responds with the Trickstar and the boys.
Okay, it looks like I'm gonna do a search here. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for this. Like I don't know what to expect.
Now, Extreme did have a good game against Bastion earlier.
Yeah, we saw that game. And that was also insanely neck and neck too, so I think anything's possible.
Very early over trigger. So you never know.
Gosh. That restanding Vanguard.
Okay. So far just the Trickstar comes out.
Yep, and we'll see if there's any overdressing that's going to happen. He didn't do it the last time we watched. Oh, he's doing again the double Trickstar 10K. 10K
The
swing. We saw this before. We're seeing it again. Oh, it's a different attack pattern though. Last time he went Vanguard. He's going to take it.
Let's take that one. More than likely, this one will be blocked with the same crit trigger that was revealed for 2 to pass.
Yep,
Or
you're
over
correct.
trigger to pass. This is where attack patterns make a difference. Because if this is a trigger,
agree.
it wasn't.
Yeah, I was not surprised he went in rear first.
All right, first Hexor turn. Let's go.
Oh, look at top. Discard to look at top 2, right? Yep, there it is. Calls out the Fasado.
3 Fasados.
Wow. Wow, this is so I'm intrigued. And he's running the order too.
Yeah, that order bottom decks a column, so they'll be able to kind of get the Urger if it's still out there. But we'll see
Not
kind
bad.
of how getting them at 3 already is huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the faster you can get them to a higher damage, better. Makes the persona turns a lot harder to deal with. Okay, that's a heal block.
Does get 2 cards. Huge. Okay, so we'll see how Extreme responds here. So in this first grade 3 ride. Jamie, thanks so much for joining us on the stream. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Yes, I agree. Thank you for being here with us.
Look at that. Search cards for free.
Yep. And he really likes going into that specific. That's the Soul Blast 2 retire.
Oh, that's that's the only choice you have. It's essentially the grade 2 effect, the Soul Blast 1.
Oh, right.
Grab that and be done. Most people play
fair.
2 in the deck. He did drop check 1, so I assume that's the last one. Discards a Valiente for another Trickstar.
Oh, so we're about to see the overdress come out.
Okay, and
double. Wow.
Okay, double. So no arcs. That's interesting.
Yeah. We didn't see too much of the arcs last time either. You only had the one.
And no counterblast for power?
I guess not. Odd. Oh, there it is.
Alright, so that's 23. Sentinel perfect guard and
into a front.
That's big time right there.
Yep.
Oh, that was at Fasado. Okay.
Oh, wow. Honestly, that's actually not a bad play because Hexawarp kind of struggles with getting a board back. So it's actually I'm for that.
This should be 40. Let's choose the Soul Blast 2 as well. You're going to be able to retire a unit.
Drop the grade. Go for the booster. Go for the grade 1 booster. For the back Vanguard, that's the best choice. Because like Hexa Orb, they can put power on that booster, making 2 to passes turn into
1 to pass.
Yep. Oh no! Oh, I would have gone for the Vanguard booster. Damage is the grade 2, the one that you can counterblast to get an extra 10k on top of more 10ks. That card gets beefy.
Now the choice of whether you want to swing into the other Fasada.
Depends if he's holding Persona Ride too, like the Sin's holding Sin does holding Persona Ride. Oh, he did swing into Fasada. Said no, not today.
Trying to control the board, stretching this game out and kind of making it longer there.
Yeah.
For the Persona Ride?
It is a Persona Ride. Which means we're about to see some spicy triggers come out here. Let's see, is resting, looking at top 2. 1 on top, 1 on the bottom there. And you can go into Hexa Orb 2 to, again, do kind of a similar motion here. Oh, wow, he's calling out the Hexa Orb. All right, okay, stack. Let's see who stacked the crit. Oh, did he not stack? I guess he didn't have it.
I was trying to look. Yeah.
He didn't. He used the skill to get the triple drive, but my god, that's an overtrigger. This is exactly what I was talking about. Oh no, the drive checks. That's why he called. That's why he called out the hex. Oh, everything makes sense now. Oh goodness.
Everything gets a drive check.
And he has the Hexa Orb grade 3, so that's 2 drive checks. Oh, clean. I was wondering why he called it out. Now it makes sense. Oh my gosh.
Talk about having the biggest hand ever. 2 checks.
Right? This is so. Oh my gosh. Seeing an overtrigger like that, this is what I was worried about. Like on this type of board, that's really good.
Does Sentinel the.
A crit trigger. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is so much power. That is so much power.
On top of Persona Ride?
Yeah. Dang. It has a crit on it. Does he have enough? That's a beefy girl. And he's at 4 damage. He has to guard this. If he can't, that's it. Unless he heals through. Oh no. Oh no. What is that? That's it. Persona into an overtrigger.
Think about his career.
Oh my gosh.
And
wow.
There you go.
Wow. Remember how I mentioned how if he gets the overtrigger on a full board with the Persona Ride, that's going to end the game? That's exactly what happens.
Got the crit off the drive check that got perfect guarded.
I'm not going to lie.
You just take it.
I've been in that Nirvana guy's shoe. I had like something like that happen to me. I know that pain. But oh gosh. That was hard to watch.
That was kind of fun.
This is the scene, and you didn't want to see Spice. You're like, no, just swing cards. Just swing and do normal state. Look at that Spice we just saw. Oh, that makes my heart happy. That makes my Vanguard heart so happy.
So let's break down that last kind of attack with the effects because it did go kind of fast.
Yeah.
Hex Orb swung, hit the over trigger. Over trigger gives the rear guards the ability to drive check. Because of the fact that Sindhu had a Hex Orb and a grade 2 unit, his Hex Orb on the rear guard circle gets 2 checks as well. Then his rear guard gets 1 single check. Whenever a trigger is checked, Hex Orb gives the ability of give another unit plus 10k with per trigger. Is that right? That's right.
Yep.
All right, so hit the over trigger on the first grade 3. Was able to draw a card, kept the card, gave the million powder Hex Orb, rear guard, gave the 10k to the grade 2. Swung with Hexa Orb on the rear guard.
It was a great one, yeah.
Oh, it's a grade 1, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
One of them sorceresses.
Very beefy grade 1.
Very, very beefy grade 1. Swung with Hex Orb. That one was Sentinel. It was perfect guarded, gave him 2 cards.
He had no choice. He had to. It was 100 million.
Check the critical trigger, gave the original 10k to the grade 1, then another 10k because of Hex Orb skill on top of the Persona ride to swing for, what was it, 58?
Yeah, it had 3. Had 2. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 regular boost and then 1 10k. So 38 with the crit, and then its booster makes it 46.
It didn't have a booster.
Oh no,
the Persona. It didn't have a
that's
booster.
What it was. So it's 48.
Yeah.
48.
Wow, okay, 48's 2 crit, and that in its own is already a 3-card block. And he, our Nirvana player, only had 2 cards in hand at that point after perfect guarding Hexa Orb. Wow.
Sometimes you just, someone throws it up, and then they dunk.
That was honestly, that's the kind of Hexa Orb matches you want to see, because it's either that or they don't do too much. And it's kind of crazy to think about, because the Extreme really tried to wipe that board off by a swing at the rears. He really tried to kind of fix it up a little bit there, and it's still did not end in his favor at all. Oh gosh.
What an ending.
I love it. That's the kind of games I love to see. I'm actually the happiest person right now. Actually, there's someone happier than me. That's the Hexa Orb player, but I'm right there with them.
We need a new emote. We need the over trigger with adapt. We need a new emote. I demand it. Oh man. Well, that was the 4th round. We're just waiting for a few of the rest of the games to. That was the 4th round, the last round. We're just waiting for a few games to finish up to give you the final standings, and then you'll be joined day 2 tomorrow by Mimi. Mimi's gonna be on tomorrow.
My wife.
And then, yes, your wife Mimi, and then Franz is gonna be on whatever, but Mimi's gonna be on tomorrow, commentating top 4. So that'll be exciting. Someone's gonna walk away with a box and some money. And then the rest of the guys are just going to walk away with some money. I think we should.
I'm here for them.
Yeah, one person just kind of gets top 4 and is just kind of sad.
Top 4. Yeah. Just gets top 4.
I mean, they almost got there. But
just not quite.
Just not quite there.
I want to see this Hexa Orb player take it all the way. I'll be watching. I'll be in chat, and I'm just gonna be with my little happy love thing. I'm going.
Yep. Mimi's commentating. That should go without any problems. Yeah, Time Leap. There will be absolutely no issues with Mimi commentating. Trust me.
Mimi knows. Plus, Mimi gets so hyper and excited about things. It adds on to the fun.
Always adds on to the fun. Don't forget, chat. You guys can enter the raffle. Are we gonna continue it tomorrow, or are we just done today for the raffle? We'll just do it today. We'll announce a raffle winner here in a few minutes. So get your entries in. Just type in raffle. You can win a starter deck. We'll send it to you. Just message us once we get the winners out there. We're going to take a short break. Let round 4 finish up. Just stay for the announcement of the raffle. And then we'll talk about tomorrow and stuff like that. See you guys soon.
welcome back, visionaries. It's me, VB Franz. I'm here to show you how to sign up for Matcherino. Very simple. All you have to do, navigate over to matcherino.com, click on the login button, and choose your preferred sign-in method. It has everything you need from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Google, Facebook, Discord, even Line. After that, you're essentially in. You got your account set up. Now, what next, Franz? What do you want me to do next? Well, you can support our tournaments. There will be a prize pool that you contribute to. You can also claim codes. Each claim code is 25 cents into the prize pool. You get 50 codes for that. If you get all 50, that's $12.50 that you've added to the prize pool of the tournament without doing anything, without any cost to anyone. Now, if you would like to directly contribute to these tournaments, there is a direct contribution section for you. You can put as much as you want in there. Be our guest. Now, moving on to Marketplace. There are so many things that we can do with this. We can do Discord roles. We can do merch coming soon. We can do sleeves, mats, any apparel, anything like that you can imagine. All of these will have specific values that you can buy them for, and those values you can also get extra bonuses that'll go to our prize pool. You can buy a shirt for $10, $15, and you can contribute $5, $10 to the tournament while you're at it. And all that at zero extra cost to you. That money just goes from your purchase directly into the prize pool. Super cool stuff. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about here is quests. Now, over on the sidebar there, you'll see a bunch of quests going down. It can be anything from following things on Twitter, subbing on YouTube, to anything a little more in depth, like looking at a link, doing a small survey, anything like that. Overall, guys, this is a really cool opportunity to get more funding for our tournaments, and this is just for you guys. This is all for you guys. This is no benefit to us, no monetary benefit, other than giving you guys more of a prize pool to build and grow our tournaments. It's what we want for you guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next tournament.
Welcome back to us, I guess. You guys have been here, but we're back.
We're back.
Uh, round 4 has finished. We do have our top 4 players that are going to be playing out tomorrow. In first place, undefeated in the 4 rounds, is Sindhu with Hexorb. Then second is Card FV Extreme, who's playing Virena. Third was Gleaming Garmor with Bastion, and then fourth, Living Proof with Bruce.
Bastion.
Round of applause for them. Oh, Bastion, I forgot.
Yeah, I know you're so used to.
I'm so used to it. So it's 2 Bastion, 1 Hex
A lot of
Orb,
Cater. A lot
and
of Keter Sanctuary.
Yeah, a lot of Keter themed, and then one last thing there. 1 Dragon Empire, 3 Keter in top 4. They'll be playing it out tomorrow, and I want to thank everybody in the chat for contributing to Match Arena. Obviously, with the claim code, nice, quick, and easy. The prize pool is $63.55 for 12-man tournament in 4 rounds. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Very nice. And obviously the box of Brush with Legends as well. Fun day. Saw a lot of over triggers today for some reason.
And Bastion. A lot of Bastion.
And a lot of Bastion. And it looks like it's going to continue here tomorrow. So we got top 4 on the stream showing up there. I want to thank everyone in chat for joining. Any primers, just drop them primers before you leave. Orange, how'd you feel your first full day of commentating?
It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. It's something I like looking at games and analyzing. Part of what my channel is research, or that I used to do a lot of videos on research. So this is like my cup of tea. I get to watch how decks play out. So it's fun. Oh, we are getting a raid.
Hey, Proof joining us at the rate of 6. Hey, Proof, congrats on top 4, my guy. I know you had that one Magnolia kind of dunk, and then brought it back in, held it back down, stuck to the game plan, if you would, and then got in there at the top 4. I was gonna put more football puns in there, but I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I don't know football enough to give any dunks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna do it for you, and then we got it taken care of. Chat, you can join us tomorrow, 1 p.m. EST. We'll be playing out top 4. Like I said, it's Proof it's the stream curse. It might be, man. It might be. I think it is the stream curse. Every time I feel like it's happened to you twice, at least when I was there and saw it. But once again, 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow for top 4. And that'll be Mimine, or Mimi if you would, and Franz. Franz not important, but Mimi will be on tomorrow on commentary. And then for those who want to early sign on for V Premium, that is on the 25th. So it's 2 weeks from now. You got some time to kind of get in there. We do the same thing with Matcherino. You free contribution codes for every tournament. So be sure to join. Try it out. I mean, if you have a webcam, it's good practice, especially with Bushiroad going to a remote fight as well. If you want to participate in like BCS Rumble that's coming up soon, I definitely suggest at least trying it out, kind of getting used to your own setup and how you want to kind of play it out.
Plus, remote fights are just a lot more fun than I think people are concerned about. Like you kind of get that feel for the game a little. You feel a little bit closer to home with playing physically. So like to locals and stuff like that. So it's always fun to try out new things.
Yeah, you imagine playing in a tournament where you're going to a bathroom that's not destroyed.
Oh, true. The bathrooms are always so bad. Oh no, don't. That's not something I want to think about. You're not wrong.
But before we wrap it up, Orange, thank you so much. Follow her on Twitter at Outer Orange, and on Twitch name's Outer Orange as well.
And YouTube.
Oh, it's outer_orange for Twitch because someone stole your name.
Well, on Twitter it's outer_orange, and then on every other platform it's just straight outer orange. Just an outer peel.
Someone on Twitter stole your identity and they need to be reported. If you see, let me not actually start that.
If you see them, let me know. I'll do it for you. I'll talk to them.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. And see you guys tomorrow for Top Cut. Oh wait, no, don't leave. We have who won? We have the raffle.
Oh yeah, who won the raffle?
We have We have a raffle. We have 2 names that we have to get. Is it 2? No, we have 1, I guess. And
Isn't
they
it
can
the
choose.
Yu? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's
they
a
got
choice
they
between
got
Yu
these. They
and
got these.
Donji.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you choosing from bromance between bromance. You got this is the bromance, and you have to break it apart and choose one. They're a thing. It's Yu and Donji.
You know, hand in hand, and then
3, 2, 1. Let's see the chat. Oh wow, there it is. Oh wow. Dang.
Jimin is one to give away. Jimin, are you still
What
here?
luck. What luck. They were
If
just
you're
kind of
still,
chatting earlier.
oh man, I hope they're still here.
I think they are. We were just talking
Oh.
a second ago. Congrats.
Yep. Make sure to message us here or Card Dweep. You can message Card Dweep as well, and we'll get that to you. We'll figure out how to get it to you. We just need your address. All right, we got the winner.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you, Chad, again for joining us, and come back tomorrow for some more fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.